How often do you save money? A normal person, of course, probably saves money by having monthly budget. The people featured on Extreme Cheapskates may beg to differ. This popular American reality TV series shows some people who go to extreme lengths in order to save money or just not spend any on anything they deem unnecessary. The show displays different families living their daily lives while being extremely cheap. In today's video, we are going to talk about some of the most disturbingly cheap families ever featured on the show, so make sure you stay tuned. Jenny Cox is completely obsessed with spending as little money as she possibly can when it comes to every aspect of her life. She works out in her local sporting goods store, which doesn't cost her anything because it's not a gym and she's just testing out the products.
After 6 or 7 visits, I realized that Jenny wasn't here to demo the equipment.
She washes her family's clothes inside of the swimming pool as well, to save on electric bills. She drives a car, but she refuses to give it a full tank of gas, and she puts in as much gas as she thinks she'll need for that day.
Hey, can I get $3.36 worth of gas?
She claims that she's been cheap her whole life, starting from a young age, because of things that her dad showed her, but it progressed and got more extreme as she got older. Now, let's talk about her pool for a second. She doesn't spend money on the products that you probably should be buying to clean your pool, but why would she? She's a cheapskate, and she wants to save as much money as she can. So instead, she uses baking soda and borax to clean out her pool. To top it off, instead of having an actual pool cover, she uses bubble wrap that's taped together.
So how much is the bike?
The bike is $199, $200, which is a good deal.
Yeah, I just can't do it.
Here we have a mother from Utah who manages to only spend $1,400 a month for herself and her family of 5. That's less than half the amount a normal family of her size would be spending. She does this by rationing everything from food to toilet paper, and she even goes out of her way to ask her neighbors for leftovers.
I was just wondering if you guys had any food that you're not using, like leftovers.
After Jordan and her husband got married, they decided that they were going to build a house, but after some complications, they ended up losing the house because they were unable to take out a loan to pay for it. This is what her husband thinks made Jordan become an extreme cheapskate. The family now lives in a house that is worth over $1 million, but of course, with this family having a cheapskate mother, that isn't what they paid for it. They got their home on short sale for around $450,000, but then they sold the basement of the house to Jordan's parents, which meant they ended up spending somewhere around $225,000 for a home that should have been $1 million. If that isn't a bargain, I don't know what is. But it doesn't stop there. Jordan decided that she wanted to save even more money on milk and eggs, so she and her husband Goodwill farm and buy some chickens and goats, so they can save money because they will be producing their own eggs and milk every day. They even bought a pig, but they left that at the farm. Even for a family this crazy, keeping a pig in their backyard was a little too much, I guess.
Are we cut out to be backyard farmers? I don't know, but the numbers add up, and there's something to be said for saving that much money.
Next is the O'Brien's family, and they refuse to buy anything new. Instead, they find any way possible for fixing their broken belongings. They even go as far as to wash the dishes inside of a paddling pool.
See? Fun and work.
Over the past 10 years, they haven't spent any money on making any improvements to their family home, and they say because of this that they have saved over $30,000. Which, if you think about it, is a pretty hefty sum of money. They have pretty much no furniture in their home, and the house is in need of some serious improvements.
You're gonna have to repaint the fence. I mean, if not replaced.
We see the O'Brien family try to make some upgrades to their home so that they're able to sell it and move. But they have a very hard time doing so because they want to stick to a tight budget as they're trying to do everything as cheap as they possibly can. They're looking into buying new carpet, and once they're told that it will cost them around $4,000, they decide they wanted to take some samples so they can patch up the parts of the carpet that have got the burns and the stains on them. The carpet ends up looking not too good because, well, they just patched it up. At the end of the episode, nobody ends up buying the house, but honestly, what else did they expect?
Shape, but we're gonna keep looking.
The newer something is, the quicker it gets old.
It's true.
That's all we have for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time.